Tom Cruise, the king of action-packed thrills, just made headlines for a drama off-screen, throwing shade at his daughter, Suri. The superstar, known for his jaw-dropping stunts, seems to have taken a detour into emotional turbulence. Was it a slip of the tongue or a deliberate move? Either way, this unexpected twist has everyone buzzing. Family Gap. Tom Cruise is back in the spotlight, and this time, it's not for death-defying stunts. The Hollywood superstar was the talk of the town on April 20th as he attended Victoria Beckham's lavish 50th birthday celebration in London. According to the Daily Mail, Cruise brought his signature charm to the star-studded event held at the exclusive Oswald's Club. He mingled with a guest list that included all 5 Spice Girls and was reportedly the life of the party, even dominating the dance floor in true Cruise fashion. The event also marked a significant reconciliation. Reports from She Knows suggest that Cruise and the Beckhams, once close friends during the early 2000s, have officially buried the hatchet. Their friendship allegedly hit a rough patch after the couple declined Cruise's attempts to introduce them to Scientology, a religion he's passionately practiced since the mid-'80s. However, their reunion at Victoria's milestone celebration indicates that bygones might finally be bygones. Curiously, Cruise's dazzling night out in London came just days after a much more personal milestone, his daughter Suri's 18th birthday. Suri, whom Cruise shares with ex-wife Katie Holmes, celebrated without her father present, a decision that has reignited public speculation about their distant relationship. Cruise's high-profile appearance at Victoria's Bash, juxtaposed with his absence from Suri's big day, has fueled fresh debate about where the superstar's priorities lie. Family divide. On April 18th, Cruise's daughter Suri quietly celebrated her 18th birthday in New York City without her father in sight. According to TMZ, Suri spent the day with a friend, enjoying some of the city's iconic spots. While her mother, Katie Holmes, wasn't spotted during the outing, their famously close bond suggests they likely had a private family celebration. Suri's milestone birthday also highlights the stark contrast in her relationship with each parent. Cruise has been estranged from his daughter for over a decade, a rift that began when Holmes filed for divorce in 2012. Reports suggest that their last in-person interaction occurred years ago during a trip to Disneyland. Page 6 confirmed in $20.23 that Cruise and Suri have had no meaningful relationship for several years. During a 2012 court hearing, Cruise himself admitted that divorce had profoundly affected his connection with Suri, calling the situation not ideal. Despite the lack of a father-daughter bond, Suri appears to be thriving. With her high school graduation on the horizon in June 2024, she's eagerly preparing for her next chapter, college. According to the Daily Mail, Suri is applying to universities all over the place and is excited about the journey ahead. Holmes, however, hopes to keep her daughter close to home in New York. A source shared that while Holmes takes immense pride in Suri's independence, she's also a protective mother navigating the bittersweet reality of her only child leaving the nest. Fortunately, finances won't be an obstacle. Cruise committed years ago to funding Suri's education, ensuring she has the resources to pursue her dreams, even if their personal connection remains fractured. For Suri, the future is full of promise, even as the past remains complicated. Suri Cruise, a star in the making. Though Suri Cruise has mostly stayed out of the limelight since her parents' high-profile divorce, she hasn't completely disappeared. Now, a poised teenager, she's quietly carving out her path, with glimpses of her potential in both fashion and entertainment. As Katie Holmes' mini-me, Suri often turns heads for her uncanny resemblance to her mother, sharing the same long brown hair and infectious smile. In fact, when Holmes shared a childhood throwback photo on Instagram for her birthday in December 2022, fans could hardly tell it wasn't Suri herself. The close bond between mother and daughter has naturally extended into creative collaborations. In July 2022, Holmes revealed that Suri lent her impressive vocals to not one, but two of her films. Her hauntingly beautiful cover of Blue Moon featured in the closing credits of Alone Together, a film Holmes both directed and starred in. "I always want the highest level of talent," Holmes shared with Yahoo Entertainment, adding with pride, "So I asked her. She's very talented." Suri's voice also graced Holmes' 2023 project Rare Objects, further showcasing her artistic flair. Holmes even dedicated the film to her daughter in a heartfelt gesture, cementing their bond not just as mother and daughter, but as creative collaborators. As Suri steps into adulthood, her burgeoning talent hints at a bright future, one that might just see her following in her mom's footsteps, albeit on her own unique terms. Could Suri Cruise follow in her parents' Hollywood footsteps or forge her own unique path? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Suri Cruise fashion. Singing isn't the only thing on Suri Cruise's radar. As she approaches her high school graduation, Suri's passion for fashion has taken center stage. So much so that she's even considering fashion school. According to the Daily Mail, Suri is applying to colleges nationwide, though Katie Holmes hopes she'll stay in New York to remain close. Katie takes great pride in her, but is also extremely overprotective, a source shared. Suri's interest in fashion is nothing new. In fact, she's been offering style advice to her mom since she was just 4 years old. Holmes revealed in a 2011 interview with Elle that her then toddler had no problem critiquing outfits. "Like today, I'm wearing brown suede pants, and Suri said, 'I don't like your pants.' But then she'll say, 'Wear these shoes. She's got a great eye,'" Holmes recounted. Beyond fashion, Suri shares another passion with her mom: fitness. Holmes told Shape magazine that while she doesn't force workouts, they often overlap routines. The duo has even been spotted leaving yoga sessions together, dressed in chic athletic gear that perfectly complements Suri's evolving sense of style. Despite occasional paparazzi appearances, Suri lives a surprisingly grounded life. Katie Holmes has made it her mission to provide a stable, normal upbringing for her daughter, shielding her from the spotlight as much as possible. "It's very important that I'm present, and she has a stable, innocent childhood," Holmes told Town & Country. Unlike many celebrity kids, Suri isn't gracing stages or reality TV screens. Instead, she enjoys the simple pleasures of teenage life, walking her dogs, watching Dirty Dancing with her mom, and quietly preparing for her future. While Suri has dabbled in Hollywood through her vocal features in Holmes's films, she remains far from the flashy world of celebrity kids like Blue Ivy or the Kardashian-Jenner clan. For now, Suri Cruise is content building her own identity, one fashion-forward step at a time. Family fortune. The saga began in 2012, when Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's high-profile marriage came to an end. Holmes walked away with full custody of Suri, a move that set the stage for a life defined by her mom's hustle. Holmes, best known for her breakout role in Dawson's Creek, reportedly earned $4.2 million during her time on the show and added another $1 million to her fortune with Batman Begins. Since then, Holmes has diversified her earnings through business ventures and real estate investments, pushing her net worth to an estimated $15 million. Not bad for someone who started out in small-town Ohio. And what about Tom? While Cruise hasn't been a consistent presence in Suri's life, reportedly due to his ties to Scientology, his financial contributions haven't wavered. According to divorce documents, Cruise pays $400,000 annually in child support, along with footing the bill for all of Suri's medical and dental needs. Sources close to the family say the reason for his absence is tied to Scientology's policies regarding non-believers, with Suri reportedly not being a member of the faith. Dress to impress. Forget your childhood hand-me-downs. Suri Cruise has been a fashionista since she could crawl. For years, high-end designers have practically tripped over themselves to get their creations onto the daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. The result? A wardrobe worth a jaw-dropping $3 million by the time she was 6 years old, according to Vogue. Yes, you read that right. $3 million in couture for a kindergartner. Fashion labels from around the globe sent boxes of custom-made clothes to the Cruise Holmes household, eager for even a whisper of free publicity. While Katie Holmes reportedly found the avalanche of luxury a bit overwhelming, Tom Cruise seemed to relish the extravagance, indulging Suri in all the glitz. She loves this dress, yes, you can almost hear him saying. But behind the designer gowns and sparkly shoes, the couple's differing parenting styles were already creating tension. When the power duo split in 2012, Holmes made a decisive move. The freebies had to go. According to insiders, she began returning unsolicited gifts and even instructed her team to remove Suri from every designer's freebie list. Holmes, determined to give her daughter a more grounded upbringing in New York, swapped the haute couture for a simpler, more practical wardrobe. It marked the end of Suri's princess-era closet. But let's be honest, with parents like hers, she probably still has a pair of Louboutins lying around somewhere. The Big Apple. After her high-profile divorce, Katie Holmes traded Hollywood's glitz for New York's grit, determined to show Suri Cruise the magic of city life. With endless things to do and see, Holmes embraced the chaos of the Big Apple. "For me and my child, this is our vibe," she told InStyle. And what a vibe it was. New York became their playground, a place to grow, explore, and leave the tabloids behind. Holmes didn't skimp on comfort either. With her impressive earnings and a steady stream of $400,000 per year in child support from Tom Cruise, she secured a jaw-dropping penthouse in Chelsea, one of Manhattan's trendiest neighborhoods. Spanning 2,400 square feet, the apartment boasted stunning views of the Empire State Building and even a secret entrance to the Whole Foods downstairs. Convenient? Absolutely. Necessary? Not so much. When you've got space for a private chef, grocery runs probably aren't on your to-do list. For Holmes, this slice of city living was more than just luxury. It was a chance to build a new life for her and Suri. "She makes every day great and awesome and better," Holmes gushed about her daughter. Between the penthouse glamour and the non-stop excitement of New York, it's safe to say the city that never sleeps became the perfect stage for the mother-daughter duo's fresh start. City of Angels. While Suri Cruise spent most of her childhood basking in the charm of a New York City penthouse, her life wasn't confined to skyscrapers and bustling streets. In 2014, Katie Holmes expanded their horizons by purchasing a $3.8 million estate just outside of Los Angeles. The sprawling property featured everything you'd expect from a Hollywood getaway: a sparkling swimming pool, a cozy fire pit, a basketball court, and even an outdoor kitchen for luxurious al fresco dining. Despite its star-studded amenities, the duo didn't seem to embrace the West Coast lifestyle. According to Page Six, Holmes and Suri were only rarely seen in LA, suggesting their glamorous retreat didn't quite fit their Big Apple vibe. By 2020, Holmes decided it was time to part ways with the mansion, selling it for a little over $4 million. While the profit margin wasn't massive, Better Homes and Gardens diplomatically called it cool, the kind of understated praise reserved for a polite shrug. Why the quick sale? The reasons remain a mystery. Perhaps Holmes found herself drawn more to Manhattan's pulse than LA's laid-back luxury, or maybe the house simply didn't hold the charm they'd hoped for. Either way, it's clear that even with options as enviable as these, home is where you feel most at ease. And for Holmes and Suri, that was far from the City of Angels. Loving the story? Don't forget to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell for more fascinating celebrity updates. On the red carpet, Being the daughter of Hollywood icons comes with certain perks, and for Suri Cruise, one of those is a VIP pass to some of the most exclusive events around. In 2015, Suri made headlines when she accompanied her mom, Katie Holmes, to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. The star-studded night saw her rubbing elbows with other celebrity offspring, including Angelina Jolie's kids, Shiloh and Zahara, proving that even the next generation of Hollywood royalty knows how to work a red carpet. But that was just the beginning of Suri's time in the spotlight. Later that year, she and Holmes attended the Global Citizen Festival in New York City, a massive event aimed at promoting global peace and change. With heavyweights like Michelle Obama and Kerry Washington in attendance, Suri was in esteemed company, and she didn't just sit in the crowd. She made her way onto the stage alongside her mom, addressing tens of thousands of festival goers like a pro. "We can change the world" was the festival's rallying cry, and for Suri, it was a moment that showed she's more than just a Hollywood heiress. Whether attending red carpet events or stepping up for a good cause, Suri Cruise is growing up in the glow of the limelight, but she's proving she can shine all on her own. Tinseltown. With Hollywood royalty in her DNA, it's no surprise that Suri Cruise has dabbled in showbiz herself. While she's not headlining blockbusters just yet, Suri has been quietly making her mark in her mom Katie Holmes's films. "I hope she always does something on my films. I always ask her," Holmes revealed to Glamour, and Suri has happily obliged, lending her talents to some of her mother's most personal projects. In Alone Together, a pandemic-era romance directed by Holmes, Suri's delicate cover of Blue Moon graced the opening credits, setting the tone for the film. Her voice made another cameo in Holmes's subsequent directorial effort, Rare Objects, showcasing their close creative bond. For Holmes, including Suri in her work isn't just a practical decision, it's deeply personal. "It comes out of love for me to include someone who I love dearly," Holmes told Glamour. "It was very meaningful to me to have her there, because she's my heart." As a mom and director, Holmes has found a way to weave her personal and professional lives together seamlessly. And for Suri, these small but significant moments in the spotlight hint at a promising future. Whether she follows in her parents' footsteps or creates her own path entirely. One thing's for sure, in Tinseltown, she's already made her mark. Hit the slopes. When it comes to vacations, Katie Holmes doesn't settle for the ordinary, especially when it comes to quality time with Suri Cruise. The duo has been spotted carving up the ski slopes on multiple occasions, and it turns out Suri has some serious skills. During a 2018 appearance on The Tonight Show, Holmes couldn't help but gush about her daughter's skiing prowess. "She's really good, and I'm trying to keep up," Holmes laughed. And I'm like, no, not the double blue. Apparently, Suri's talent goes beyond just impressing her mom. That same year, Holmes was overheard raving about Suri's ability at a burger joint in Las Vegas. According to a witness who spoke with Page Six, Holmes bragged that after only a few days at Utah's prestigious Deer Valley Resort, Suri was already tackling Black Diamond trails, an achievement that would make seasoned skiers jealous. With lift tickets at Deer Valley fetching as much as $300 a day, it's clear that Suri's slope time comes with a premium. Even during the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, when New York was under strict quarantine measures, the memories of their adventures on the slopes likely served as a reminder of better days. Whether it's double blues, black diamonds, or simply spending time with her mom, Suri Cruise is proving she's as fearless on the slopes as she is growing up in the Hollywood limelight. Escape from New York. When the pandemic turned New York City into a ghost town in 2020, Katie Holmes and Suri Cruise swapped urban chaos for lakeside tranquility. Rather than hunker down in the Big Apple, the mother-daughter duo escaped to a serene lake house, transforming quarantine into what Holmes described as a perpetual vacation. In an interview with Amazing Magazine, Holmes painted a picture of idyllic simplicity I painted. We had a sewing machine, so we were making quilts, we were cooking. We were also on a lake, and there was a hammock, so I would wake up, sew, have coffee, take a nap on the hammock. But their pandemic retreat wasn't all naps and needlework. It also included a healthy dose of fun. In the evenings, Holmes and Suri turned their living room into a dance floor, channeling the magic of Dirty Dancing. Let me tell you, I danced to it in the living room and it still holds up. It was fun, Holmes said. Cue the iconic line, "Nobody puts baby in a corner." While many faced tough times during quarantine, Holmes and Suri managed to create a bubble of calm and joy. From quilting to lakeside lounging to living room boogies, their pandemic escape was a reminder that sometimes a little creativity and a lot of love can turn even the hardest days into cherished memories. What's your favorite way to unwind during stressful times? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. School days. In 2024, Suri Cruise officially spread her wings and left the nest, heading off to university. While Katie Holmes reportedly hoped her daughter would stay close to home and study in New York, Suri had other plans, ultimately choosing Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ever the supportive mom, Holmes told Town & Country, "I'm proud of my daughter. Of course, I will miss the close proximity, but I'm really proud of her and I'm happy." Carnegie Mellon's prestigious programs come with a hefty price tag, around $65,000 per year. But Suri won't have to worry about student loans. According to the Daily Mail, Tom Cruise will be covering her full tuition, as he has done for her schooling thus far. A friend of Cruise told the outlet, "Tom is indeed paying for Suri's tuition. He has always paid for her schooling and would never stop, as he is a stand-up guy. He is fulfilling his obligation." And obligation is the operative word. Under the divorce agreement reached between Cruise and Holmes, Cruise is legally bound to pay for his daughter's education. While their relationship remains distant, Cruise's financial support ensures Suri can focus on her studies without financial burdens. As Suri embarks on this new chapter, one thing's for sure. Her Hollywood roots may not follow her to class, but her story will always shine just as bright. Giving back. Living a life of privilege is one thing. Using it to make a difference is something else entirely. In 2019, Katie Holmes and Suri Cruise demonstrated the power of compassion when they traveled to Greece to volunteer at the Moria refugee camp. Partnering with Artolution, a global organization dedicated to community-based art projects, the mother-daughter duo spent a week working with women and children displaced by crisis. Holmes later reflected on the experience with deep gratitude. Posting to Instagram, she wrote, "I love these women who became our friends as we collaborated on many different projects this week. I am so very grateful for this experience. The resilience of these women is so profound and truly inspiring to witness. The trip was more than a chance to help. It was a reminder of shared humanity and the strength of community." While Suri didn't publicly comment on her time at the camp, photos shared by Holmes showed her joyfully playing with refugee children, offering smiles and laughter in an environment where they were desperately needed. In that moment, Suri proved she's not just growing up with Hollywood glitz, but with a heart for giving back, a legacy as meaningful as any fortune. The romance everyone's watching. It looks like Suri Cruise has found her leading man, and it's not in a Hollywood script. The 18-year-old daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes was recently seen in Central Park with Toby Cohen, a classmate from the prestigious LaGuardia High School. The two were photographed sharing laughs, strolling hand in hand, and enjoying a relaxed day out, instantly sparking buzz about their relationship. Toby Cohen, an aspiring musician with a flair for the guitar and piano, is no stranger to the spotlight, even if he's keeping it casual. Set to attend the renowned Berklee College of Music in Boston this fall, Toby's talents extend beyond performing covers of popular songs. He's also a budding songwriter. Though he previously shared his music on social media, Toby has since gone private, likely in response to the sudden attention his relationship with Suri has drawn. For someone with a growing fan base, it seems he's more interested in keeping the focus on his craft than the tabloid frenzy. For Suri, this public display of affection marks a shift. Split. Suri Cruise has reportedly quietly parted ways with her boyfriend Toby Cohen, ending their short-lived summer romance, according to an exclusive report by Daily Mail. The pair first went public in June, charming fans with their sweet prom photos and their unabashed displays of affection, often caught on camera by paparazzi. However, sources reveal the couple decided to go their separate ways before heading off to college in August. The breakup was anything but easy for Suri, as friends close to her noted. Currently a freshman at Carnegie Mellon University, Suri is navigating her first year of college, while Toby is pursuing his passion for music at the prestigious Berklee College of Music in Boston. The split was reportedly tough for both. Suri believed she had found love and wasn't afraid to share it with the world, a source said. Ending things wasn't easy, but with the support of her friends, she's moved on. They broke up quietly at the end of the summer, but because they were good friends before dating, it made the breakup especially hard. Despite the heartache, the insider added that Suri believes she made the right decision, and while the two are no longer in contact, she holds no hard feelings toward Toby. In early August, paparazzi captured a tearful moment of Suri taking a phone call on the streets of Brooklyn, New York. Though the details of the conversation remain unclear, the emotional snapshot hinted at the toll the breakup had taken on her. As for Toby, he's channeling his heartbreak into his music. On August 16th, he posted a soulful cover of Shawn Mendes' Isn't That Enough on TikTok, singing, "My hands are shaking, my mind is racing, my heart is breaking in two." By October, he had shared an original composition that seemingly reflected on longing for someone, leaving fans to wonder if it was inspired by his time with Suri. After the breakup, after quietly ending her first romance with Toby Cohen, Suri Cruise has stepped into a new chapter of her life. In the midst of her new college life, rumors about Suri's financial future have grabbed headlines. A December 5th report from Daily Mail claimed that Suri had gained access to a substantial trust fund established by her father, Tom Cruise, as part of his 2012 divorce agreement with Katie Holmes. According to the report, the fund was designed to ensure financial security without overwhelming her, granting her access to part of the money at age 18 and the rest at 30. The story even suggested that Katie Holmes had set up her own trust for Suri to ensure her daughter's comfortable future. But just days later, Holmes shut down the speculation. On December 8th, the actress posted a screenshot of the article to Instagram, calling it completely false and urging Daily Mail to stop fabricating stories. Her sharp caption, ending with "enough already," quickly went viral, with over 27,000 likes in just a few hours. As of now, Daily Mail has yet to respond to Holmes's accusations. Want more behind-the-scenes details on celebrity lives? Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a thing. College life and financial support. Meanwhile, Suri has been adjusting to her new life as a freshman at Carnegie Mellon University, a private institution in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In late August, with Holmes by her side, she moved into her dorm room, a shared two-bed space designed to give her the full college experience. Despite Carnegie Mellon's hefty $65,000 annual tuition, Suri and her mother haven't had to worry about the cost. According to divorce documents, Tom Cruise remains responsible for covering all of Suri's educational, medical, and extracurricular expenses, a commitment he has consistently honored. Tom has always paid for Suri's schooling and has never hesitated to fulfill his obligations, a friend of the actor shared with Heat World. He hopes that, as she grows older, they can rebuild their relationship. Cruz's wealth, estimated at over $600 million, and Holmes' $25 million net worth, ensure Suri is well supported as she embarks on her college journey. Life beyond the headlines. Despite the attention, Suri is focused on finding her own way. In an interview with Glamour earlier this year, Holmes reflected on her role as Suri's mother and her determination to protect her daughter from the spotlight during her childhood. "It's so important to me to shield her from unnecessary attention because she was in the public eye at such a young age," Holmes shared. She also described Suri as extraordinary and expressed gratitude for the privilege of being her mom. At just 18, Suri is already navigating the ups and downs of adulthood, from her first heartbreak to college life and the constant scrutiny that comes with being the daughter of Hollywood royalty. But with a strong foundation of love and support from her mother, she's proving she's ready to write her own story. A Hollywood rift. While Suri Cruise has been carving her own path, a surprising revelation from Angelina Jolie added another twist to the narrative. According to sources, Jolie reportedly forbade her daughter, Shiloh Jolie Pitt, from forming a close friendship with Suri Cruise. The reason? Jolie is said to have concerns about the media frenzy surrounding Suri, stemming from her status as the only biological child of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, a spotlight Jolie has been fiercely protective of her own children avoiding. An insider claimed that Jolie's decision was rooted in maintaining her children's privacy. Angelina has always been wary of her kids being dragged into Hollywood drama, the source explained. She's protective to the point where she limits their exposure, and Suri's high-profile life, surrounded by paparazzi, didn't align with what Angelina wanted for Shiloh. The news adds an unexpected layer to Suri's story, highlighting the unique challenges she's faced as the child of two global superstars. While both families continue to lead very different lives, the revelation underscores the complexities of growing up in the limelight and the lengths some parents go to shield their children from it. For Suri, who has remained largely grounded despite her Hollywood pedigree, the focus remains on her education and personal growth. Still, the reported rift with Jolie serves as a reminder that even in the world of A-list offspring, friendships aren't always simple. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated.